ShartimusPrime, ShartimusPrime. Take bad hits, take bad hits, take bad hits. Oh, so many face plants, so many errors in such a short period of time. I got a lot of stuff going on. Sometimes I rush things. I made mistakes. I want to talk about those mistakes. That is why I'm making this video. I'm not making this video just to try to make Hasbro look worse or make ramen look better or try to make ramen look worse or make Hasbro look better. I shoot for the truth. And there's some facts that need to be discussed that I didn't really bring up and some points that I missed in the last video. This maybe won't be the last time I talk about Ramen Racer or the Ramen Racer project, but this is the last time I'm going to really talk about these two projects and comparing them like this, because this video is really just about correcting some things. Who knows? Maybe somebody just listened to the last video I made and didn't get a chance to go through the comment section and see some of those corrections. I tried to pin the comment from Ramen Toy, but I want to talk about some of the things that were mentioned there. Also, faceplant with my own freaking live stream on Whatnot, which is still going on tonight at 6 p.m. Pacific time, but my dumbass scheduled it for 6 a.m., and I had all these people, like over 100 people bookmarked the 6 a.m. showing, so I had to repost it. I got a Hot Toys Pepper Potts up there that I'm selling. The listing starts at $1. Check it out. Giving away the Apocalypse Wave Marvel Legends still. It's still in the garage over there. It's still here. Giveaway is tonight, 6 p.m. Pacific time, 9 p.m. Eastern time. Come through, check it out. That is still going on. So oopsie over there. There's just several oopsies going on over here. One thing I really wanted to address is I did not realize that Hasbro started charging an additional shipping charge for their Haslab projects. Now, on the past projects, I didn't pay an additional shipping charge, but on the most recent ones, and big shout out to the patrons, by the way, and all you after party people, but they're the ones informing me this. See, this is a really cool thing about people in this group, is that there's no blind loyalty towards anything, and definitely no blind loyalty towards me. Everybody's out for the truth. We all have the same objective. We all shoot for the middle. We want the truth over here, and they're giving it to me straight, as they should. And I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. And they're telling me, no, man, here's some. They're sending me screenshots of their payments to I think it was the Deathsaurus. They got some shipping charges. I was like, holy crap. We actually debated amongst ourselves in the chat, and I was like, okay, damn. So that is an additional cost to the Haslab project there that I did not account for, that should have been accounted for. So what, 22 to 30 bucks? That's what Pat says would be around the price they would say. I would lean towards 30 bucks, say around $400 for that Engine of Vengeance. I want to talk about the figures issue again in a little bit, but that's still, that's a debatable topic. I want to talk about facts some more. The Ramen Racer, holy crap, I forgot the username already, but I will put a link in the description to this interview that was really well done, and thank you to the person who sent the link in the comment section below. But that was a really good interview. Ace from Ramen Toy really got into a lot of details. I watched and listened to about 75% of it, so there may still be some things that I missed from that video, okay? And please feel free to correct me. But there will be vac metal on the hood of and the bumpers, right? Not necessarily vac metal on the trim. I like the honesty and explanation. I thought Ace was very transparent, very respectful to the fan base, very respectful to the product, very respectful to car fanatics and everything. I'm not a car guy myself. My dad is. My grandfather was a mechanic. So I'm like a weekend warrior car guy. I work on car stuff if I have to. Like I did videos talking about how my dad and I were working on the transmission of my van, so I'll get under the hood. I'll get on the floor. I get under the car and everything. I use the Ravens, so I keep my hands looking pretty for the videos. All right, so point is that I'm a fan of the Dodge Charger just in general. I love all these, like the majority of the different models of Dodge Chargers that are out there. So that's another point of interest for me. So the fact that they're trying to hit a lot of accurate points with the design makes me really happy. They're listening to suggestions, making changes as they go. I think it's great. I like how the things clip on via magnet. You should really watch the video because he has, or watch the interview because he has the sample product there or the prototype there, and you see him switching stuff out. He's adding a belt, to the blower and everything. So my only real complaint at this point, and I would like to talk to their customer service people because I wanted to keep my order and I want to add the add-ons, even the flame effects. I hope they change the sculpt to their flame effects. I could have been a little bit more constructive. Ramen toy. I have a 4 Horsemen Figura Obscura Headless Horseman head sculpt over here. Nobody thinks this is bad. Okay, so the toy community, everybody kind of agreed that this was an incredible product. The thing that I would like to see you guys do for real over here is make the flames wider and thicker at the base and then have them thinner up at the top. You have a lot of thin lines going all the way down to the bottom. It needs to be like wider and thicker with the flames at the base of it instead of having the really skinny flames at the base of it. You know what I'm saying? So that's my constructive criticism right there with that. So not only that, there's going to be more add-ons. They showed a prototype that they didn't produce. It was like a third party of a Robbie Reyes head sculpt put on a Johnny Blaze figure. Cool. They're making changes to the car seats. So they're adding more and more stuff. And just from watching that interview, I have a lot more respect for Ramen Toy right now. So I thought that was really cool to see, and I highly recommend you guys check out that review or that interview. The things that I complained about before or had mentioned were more surprises because I didn't expect them from the video I had watched. That stuff wasn't really discussed, or if it was mentioned at all, which I don't think it wasn't brought to the forefront enough for me to really be aware of it, or however it was presented, I didn't know it was going to happen. So anyway, I would like to keep my pre-order, and I'd like to get both of the add-ons, and I hope they change the flame effects right over there. So the $247 for the Ramen Toy with the economy shipping. Again, if you get the expedited shipping, which I do get expedited shipping because I'm on the West Coast. Thank you to the Ruckus for bringing up the point where he said, dude, you feel like you get expedited shipping because you're on the West Coast. Us on the West Coast, we get things a lot faster when we get those Haslabs in. It feels like expedited shipping because you're on the West Coast. Fair enough. So, but I do get that expedited shipping. It's reality that I get that. Not everybody does. But if I wanted to get expedited shipping, I would have to pay an extra $120. Is that right? So it would be $317. But I think the more fair price point comparison, I guess, let's say the Haslab project $410 versus $247 with the Ramen Racer. So that's basically the price difference. Bringing up the action figures, again, I think we agree with each other more than we disagree. For those that say that you shouldn't include it, and those who agree with me that say no, you can include it, we're basically saying the same thing here, and that is that there's no way that offering would have ever seemed worth it to us consumers without all of those figures. And because of that, it failed. And at the end of the day, the price point for that Haslab project just wasn't worth it. But we basically agree. It's just that I think that this is the idea behind me really wanting to include the figures there is that I believe, and this is all hypothetical shit, all right? So I believe that if in the last week of that Haslab project, Hasbro said, you know what, guys? Fuck it. If you throw in $350 right now into this Haslab, we will include all of the tiers. Whether we hit 14,000 or 7,000, it doesn't matter. We will throw in all of the tiers. I believe, and I'd like to know if you agree with this. Oh no, Ninja Spawn. Oh, Gore, that's okay. But if they just did that, all the tiers, $350, that it would have surpassed, it would have gone to that 14,000. I really believe so. So that's what I'm saying, is that I think we agree that the value is there if all the figures are included, and the value is not there if the figures were not included. And you guys are saying that, well, the figures weren't guaranteed. And I know that, but so far, history has shown that these Haslab projects are mostly pass or fail. I actually can't even think of one where it was only like a couple of tiers got passed. I know they're out there. I'm sure there's a couple, but for the most part, it's either they fail or all the tiers are unlocked. Tell me which one didn't have all the tiers unlocked. I think they all had the tiers unlocked if they made it. So that was my mentality with that. I'm trying to go with like the most realistic avenue. And when you try to go with the most realistic avenue, you go with what actually happened in reality, you know? So that's what I was going with. However, this is still all hypothetical. The big word here being if. And again, that project would have only happened if all of those figures were guaranteed to get shipped with that Engine of Vengeance, right? I think we can all agree on that. That the value could have been there for about 14,000 people if we were all guaranteed, or maybe less. If that's the number, I think about 14,000 people would have been in on that if we were guaranteed all the figures to go with it. Maybe I'm wrong again. I can be wrong. Just because I have over 500,000 subscribers does not mean that I can't say I'm wrong. I'm a married man. I'm very able to say I'm wrong, okay? I'm used to it. I've been practicing for a few years, okay? So hopefully you guys all have a good day. I didn't want to make this video. I would have rather have done a toy review, but I do feel a responsibility to be truthful with you guys as much as possible, and I can't sleep at night misleading you guys in any kind of way, whether it's me being clumsy or doing it on purpose. I would never do it on purpose. This is a case of me not being as thorough as I could have been. And I know I could still be more thorough, but I'm using the excuse that I'm very busy right now, but I am very busy right now. I have to get going. I got a lot of stuff to do. Hope to see you at the live stream later tonight, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Hit that like button if you like this video. Hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned. I will have a toy hunt video coming soon. Maybe tomorrow I'll do the toy hunt video. Guardians figures to be reviewed. Hopefully I'll have an Apocalypse review tomorrow. Marvel Select Apocalypse. I was kind of hoping to have the Marvel Select Apocalypse go with Marvel Legends Apocalypse giveaway, but it's not worked out. Yeah, so much shit going on. All right, anyway, I'll catch you guys later. Thank you for watching. Peace. Woo! Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.